if you don't connect somehow. Hello, am I heard?
Yeah, Zait Mamshich.
Not only heard, but you're also even being recorded.
If we don't connect it somehow, and we don't publicize in a way of Mashiach Hakel somehow together, then whatever it's, I can't see how it could be how people will give the proper attention, because Hakel is the whole chayef now by everybody, and
that's what I was trying to say about,
like I said,
the Yomim Tevim. People were so involved in Yom Tevim that I didn't. The Mashiach went to the wayside. And then Isaac said, "No, that's the same thing. You're right, but that's not the feeling."
Look, that's going to be the theme. That's going to be the theme. That's going to be the theme that's going to be the theme by the Kinus. And last Hakel, I was registered in both Kinusim, and I participated in workshops in both Kinusim, and I must say that the Teichen was very, very close, and about Hakel, and you would listen to a recording of both, you wouldn't be able to tell, Mustama, what's coming from where. And it's that the tumult and the lishenis, the between about Hakel, is besides from Mashiach. I don't know if there's anything else that there's such strong between. Novos, where not only Hakel Yidden, we're supposed to be Mashiach Yidden, but it's, you look carefully, it's the same thing. So it has to be presented to the Elam in a way of that they hear in the same time Hakel and Mashiach. If you come and present something Mashiach without them hearing Hakel, I don't know if the Sheikh is to get the proper attention from people within Lubavitch. That's a news deity.
So when you look in Tashim and
right?
Simchas Torah. By the way, I want to just apologize because I for whatever they said, because we didn't have the meetings for a month. I thought the meeting is 11:15 because I have another on Thursdays. I give a share in Dvar Malchus 11:15 to Eretz Yisrael. So I'm leaning in cup that it's 11:15. That's why I couldn't figure out, Mendy, why you're rushing me. I said 11:15. I'm coming on. I'm truly. Any case, so just regarding what you're saying. In Tashim Memches, I didn't learn all the sichas, but Simchas Torah by night, the Rebbe is so gishmak and reich. How Hakel is Mashiach, and there's lashonis over there of va'atem to look to. I just want to share something so reich. Va'atem to look to echad. So the Rebbe said that's the Eibishter v'tan Hakel. The Eibishter's Hakel of va'atem to look to. So the Rebbe says to look to is maloshem leket. So what's the idea of leket? So the Rebbe says there is the leket is it represents an idea of being malakit yidden. Even earlier the Rebbe in the Sikh is talking about that you're malakit the yidden in the time of the Beis Hamikdash. That means even though people are sitting ishtachas gafnoi, the ishtachas teinasoi, so people are sitting in a very, very comfortable way. Yet there's a mile in the hakel. They're sitting alone, not because of fear, not because there's a problem, but yet adarab bada, like the brachas there that we say bada loikim, not like the bada of ein Yaakov, like Yaakov's bada, that they don't have to gather because of afraid of anything. But the Rebbe says there is also the mashmois in leket, that there is even the leket ligreisa. At Nebuch he says there are yidden that are beoifen shel leket, they've been forgotten, they're fallen. And the Indian of Atam to look to is that the Eibishter goes and picks up the leket. The Rebbe says leket, the lashon. The reason I'm sharing this because it's such a reich lashon. He says even though he says there are I'm sorry, leket daftach zayin dafke, the ani is the one who takes the leket, and here. But Afal Pikain, the Rebbe says the Asher Achi Gadol, which is the Eibishter, he himself is malakit. He's malakit all the Yidden. Ula Yeshleimer, the Rebbe says Allah Hoisef. Maybe I don't remember the lashon La Hoisef. The Yeshleimer, the Rebbe says La Hoisef. That who will the Eibishter send to do the leket for him, and that is Mashiach. And since Mashiach, then the Mashiach is Ani v'roichev alachamor, so the v'atem to look to is the avoid of Mashiach Tzidkenu, who is the Ani, who's collecting the leket. And the Rebbe says, here these lush. And azoivi, the leket that you're collecting becomes the mozain of the Ani. Yesh loimar becomes the mozain, the food for the Ani. Yesh loimar, that the mozain and the chayos of Mashiach Tzidkenu comes from the leket the Yidden. That when we collect all these Yidden that are like b'chinas leket, b'chinas shikha, that's the mozain of Mashiach Tzidkenu. That's very geschmack lashon over there. But in any case, yeah, Hakel and Mashiach is Hainahach. That's the ganze thing. Kibbutz Goliath.
Yeah, it just has to be presented in such a way.
Yes.
If we present Mashiach without Hakel being mentioned, it's a.
Why should we do that? If Hakel is, if it's mamish, Luchur v'Yeshloimer mekendach zogen that the Rebbe's ganze koch and Hakel is the outside chelik of Kibbutz Goliath. Mitchilos. I mean, why was the union of Hakel not spoken about in the earlier generations? Because besides the fact that the inyanim of the future are starting, but Hakel Gufa is the Mashiach's inyan.
Yeah,
it's the Melech's inyan, and the next Melech who does it is Melech HaMashiach. So this is Mamish Zayin and an inyan.
Besides that, what do you do by the Hakel? Potato chips. By the Hakel is the whole thing of Hakel is to ma'edit the Yidden. That what? He gives Mangalaschem. Let's not forget, right? That was absurd that happened 30 years ago. No? Oh, forgot that. Taylor Mitzvah. Oh, I'm sorry.
We just said hi. Oh, are you on the phone? Is everyone good?
Take down today. These are the best chevre in Gans Lubavitch. Yeah, of course.
Who's talking? Hold on.
Who's talking? To the bias. They didn't realize they're going on the major meeting over here.
Hakel here. If it's Hanosh, but she also from the Hanosh was
Hakel can alle brengen.
Actually, I wanted to point out, after Rabbi Levinson said, was that the Mashiach office, I think right now, their whole push is Hakel.
Yes.
So it would come together very nice with everything Shlomi's doing with Hakel and Mashiach. We support him.
There's another Indian over here, which we have to realize. It's not just that from a marketing perspective, people are going to respond better to it if we do it this way. It's much more than that. The energy of the year, the koyach that's in the year is the koyach of Hakel. So Amigate, we always have to tap in. The Rebbe always, what does the Rebbe do in every Fabrein? The Rebbe first is Megale, the koyches that are there in the days. The unique fabric that created by this combination, dafke, when it falls out like this. This creates certain koyches that are flowing. Mitzad inyanim pnimiyim. This is the hashpah. Now you utilize that hashpah, but negate to whatever Indian you need to get done. So in Mashiach alein tzedach do asach zachen. For example, let's this year the man of Mashiach is his man v'lo ye'esa kol ha'olam ela dasas Hashem. That's his man of Mashiach. Kum techois as an ayar from Shemitah, when people are less engaged with the energy of the year, it's a Shabbos the Geyar, is demol staffment. Then we have to emphasize a lot that people should learn in Yonegula Mashiach, and it does a bissel uptragen von alle anderen Yonim, and v'shaf sa'aret Shabbos Hashem, live already in Yom Shekuli Shabbos. This year, where the year is Hakel, so we have to tap the energy of Hakel that's there be'etzem, and use that for Kibbutz Goliath. Use that to be Ma'od and Mashiach. The Hakel Inyan from them yor, the Pashtas. But the question now is, so B'Payel Mamish, what does this mean in what kind of Kaiden Kol, we need to be makel all the Minatzchim. Das ist der erste Hakel. Man darf man eigene Hakel. We have a group. We got a little, everybody, the things get a little bit nisyashin sometimes. And so I wasn't there at the beginning, but Mendy is a chevreman, and he decided to call this the last meeting because he believes B'amunah Shalema that this is the last meeting of the Minatzchim. And but I think some people got a little frazzled. They got a little scared that this is the last Minatzchim, and the emissaries, and we should approach every single meeting that this is mamish the last one, because as I sign up to like.
We want to go out of business.
If it's the last one, then everybody at least wants to show up right the last versteh. If you don't, like a last moment to join. There's no question we're running out of time. So
somebody left the group. They said, okay, it's over, so they left.
I know it's smechem to say something. Chas v'shalom.
And Isaac, what were you saying?
I'm saying we made up. It's the first one in Gula, not the last one. No, but I think there's no fear, by the way. And continuing what we were talking before about bringing out the Ein of Yeshnavi Yisrael. By the way, there was a whole booklet of Yeshnavi Yisrael. Listen to me. To the group. There was a whole booklet that put together. Anyways, I don't see a stida continuing what we were having before. Obviously, everything is connected to Hakel. We'll connect it to Hakel.
No, we're not dropping anything. We get on. But in the advertisement and in the Inyanim, we give it a tnu of Hakel.
On the contrary, maybe we should pack and make more Zooms. More Zooms, I'm saying, for people to learn about Gola.
More Hakels in the Inyanim of Geula. Maybe that should be a Gavaldiga Pula to create Hakel Diga Geula Diga Hakels across the Zamzumim world. There you go. I think the Zamzumim actually lived in one of the countries that are going to become the Shalosh Aratzes over there. The Keni Knizi v'Kadmoizi. In the Pasha Devarim rechen sich dort in the Zamzumim. Can we nitzen Zoom, and we can make taka hakels. Why are you quiet?
Let's continue and make this in of Haka, but to continue, So how are we doing this?
I don't know what we're doing. First, the fact that everybody showed up today, and we need to make sure that there should be tons of people joining us next week. The emphasis when we was talking with Mandy about having the meeting this week, we know we didn't prepare. We wasn't, everybody's just barely, getting up from Yaakov Olach L'Darkoi mit Geschmack, mit Chayes. Yom Tov takes a toll a little bit. But not to have a Minatzchim, for sure not. So the idea was that this meeting is going to be the meeting to plan the big meeting. Next week, Monday, we have to hit it out of the park. Next week, Monday, we have to make before next week, Monday, we have to start now. First of all, Lech Knoises Kol HaYehudim. We have to get more of a participation on the Monday meeting. And so we should plan something now of how we're going to bring people together. Then we also have to make sure that next week, Monday's meeting, it says Hom Henten Fees. That means that we should have already a little bit of an understanding of what someone should present. I don't know, someone Geschmack should be on, someone exciting. And then we should also have a certain pu'ula based on this hakel that we're talking about now, that this is going to be, these are the few various different programs Minatzchim are going to work with. This is where we're going.
What about Noam Wagner?
Noam Wagner's a fire.
Who has a connection?
A connection, you call him.
Who has his number?
I think we got to think out of the box. We're going back again to another speaker. This is not the way we should do things. I'm sorry, I disagree. Are we gonna go like, okay, let's go? No, you have to make it. If it didn't work till now, we got to do something major. I'm saying major in the changing how things are being done. Another speaker. I mean, you see how the speakers. The speakers, they come and go.
Listen here. Listen. You have to expect Netzach and Hoid. Steht in Chassidus or stay Bade Yarova. Da Rove wird ein bisschen zerklappt. Man klappt dem her, man klappt dem Bild, but in the end he survives and he's on top of the Adonai Kodesh. Also wie man jeder Tippe gesagt, der Wort von der Kloisenberger. Netzach and Hoy.
Reuven, we don't hear you or see you.
And Hoyd are sometimes lacking and it's expected, but the thing is they keep showing up. That's the point. And then we can, when you're given over to something, then you have moments that you're just coming because you cannot not come. That's the Nakud of Netzach. And then, but then you work it up to that's our job right now. Now is this moment before the Knesset Shluchim. It's before. Let's make a big effort. Let's make sure that.
Reuven, can you move back where you were because you're far from the connection? We're only hearing pieces.
Get laser. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see who's on, but I'm just saying.
We can't hear you.
We should.
Reuven, can you hear us? Your eyes and take over. What was he going to say?
I have an idea. Why don't we do like a traveling symposium? You get different people that know the concept of Yom Mashiach. I'm just thinking different ideas, and they travel around the states, they travel around the world. You get people together either on Zoom or both, so it's a hakel, and you have questions and answers. You have a different. You have to take a certain topic of Mashiach, and you discuss it thoroughly, an hour and a half. What do you think?
And we do fundraising and support these chaver to travel.
Yeah, or maybe we even do a fundraiser before for this what do you call cause, or we can do it continuously.
Reuven, you're muted.
I don't know. More than that, I fell off also.
No, because we couldn't hear you. Yeah, and you couldn't hear that we couldn't hear you. So
okay. So what I'm saying is that when the Alter Rebbe was arrested, the Chassidim Demels, they organized. The organization was done in such a meticulous way. And they had people that went to cities and they were machazik the Chassidim. And then there were groups that were doing, we got to start getting active in a serious way over here.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Network. Azoi. And you're right, we should make hackles. We should have our Minatzchim chevra going out, speaking different places, getting geula, akochin geula, akochin Mashiach.
Yes. So how do we do it? It's a good idea, but how do we do it? Part of the placha. Do every once a month.
Imagine if we take a set up. Maybe if we take a set up for Lubavitcher communities. Minatzchim are producing special hakel geula focused on geula and offering it to different communities. And we get a couple of chevra, we send them out to different places to do these things, and they can be communities that are a little fashluffim with Mashiach. Get a wake up. Laser can speak. I'll go speak a little bit. And I'm not asking for business class. On a donkey. But that would be a good.
How far are you willing to go? Frontier?
No frontier. Nish spirit and nish frontier.
I heard a guy say yesterday, they sent a WhatsApp, is Asamayach Bechelkoi is mit Rabunen. Mit der Reise darf haben Geld.
But no, it's a good idea. We should get like an energy of hakel, of geula de hakel. That's another good idea. Again, he's quiet.
Something that would, but again, you can also get. I'm just thinking how to get it more exciting. Besides, question and answer, we have to think out of the box here. How would you? Excuse me.
You know what? Let's put together this week a few initiatives to put on the table for next week. But I think the first and most important thing is Chevra on this call need to roll up their sleeves and make sure that next week we're going to have a big crowd for our Minatzchim zone. That's it. On Kamaisis. It's Lech Lecha. We can do it.
If each of us bring 3 chevra,
Yes, that's it. We're already in good thing.
You want it to last. No, to bring it 1 week again, then good.
Okay, listen here. Okay, so first of all, there's so many people that we knew had a chayas in this, but got a little bit whatever. So we can look back at Mandy. You have the list. Mandy, send me the list.
What time is it in South Africa? Like 2:00. Maybe this guy Masinter that's running the whole big bulletin, billboard campaign and social media campaign for Mashiach in South Africa. Maybe he can present to us what he's doing, how he's doing it. People might be interested, and that's something we can replicate in America.
right now it's 8:36 in Johannesburg.
PM?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same time like Eretz Yisrael. It's not a bad time.
Who's gonna call Masinter?
But the question is he strong enough to create next week's a meeting exciting and interesting? That
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know him. I don't know. We probably need, we used to have 2 or 3 people. We had 2 or 3 people. Each one spoke for 5-10 minutes. And that automatically, each person that speaks, he brings his 2 or 3 friends,
Yeah.
So,
I also think that when we did it, it was with the intention of going out of business. And the problem is we didn't go out of business.
Yeah, we did it for 7 weeks. Remember the initial
Exactly. Exactly. So it's not so much that it's not interesting, or I mean, even if we had speakers every week, it's not like 20, 30 chevra, 50 chevra like we did at some point would come on. We ran out of time. We didn't. They came on to get out of Gullus, and we didn't get out of Gullus.
I think if we have something planned, okay, we have something planned, like we were mentioning before, we can contact different Minatzchim and tell them, okay, you'll be in charge of this city, you'll be in charge of that. I think coming on a meeting is boring. It's boring. You keep on meetings. How many meetings can you have? The meetings of ideas we can do ourselves, and the Pel Mamish, that's what we can give the other Minatzchim to do. We don't dafka need them to come on. We need the Pel Mamish to get in.
Right, but the problem is if they're not on, then they're not going to do it because they don't feel connected.
No. So if you have an idea and if you have people to execute it, you call certain people. You say, "We have this idea. Can you please, do this X, Y, and Z?" I think that's the best way to do it because these are the people who are ready to do it. These are the announcements.
Oh no, but they have to also come onto the meeting because if they don't, the energy bounces off of all of us together.
Or when you have a Pel Mamish, then you say, okay, let's make a meeting for the Pel Mamish to get things. That's what I'm saying. Because if you're just talking and talking and talking, it's going to be harder to bring them on. I'm just giving, I don't know, my 2 cents.
We ever had Shishler?
Yeah.
Yes, we had him. Yeah, he would be great again. He would be really good to be one of the speakers next week. That's right. He would be. He's interesting. He's.
I really like that idea of putting together a list of speakers to do Hakel Geula meetings for communities all over the world for Anash. Different people that would go speak to, that's an amazing idea if you can develop it. But yeah, going back to this one is very good, and I think he would be great if we get him to speak. He's in South Africa also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how Moshe Brisky is feeling, but I can reach out to him. Anyways, I was gonna go reach out to him and see how he's doing, and if he would join and come on, that would also be an interesting face, and people would like to hear from him. He's recovering. Might be someone to put on.
Did he ever speak publicly yet? After or not yet?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I know he came to his shul and he spoke. I don't know if he spoke, but he was definitely participating in the Rosh Hashanah and the whole situation.
No, I'm saying, Adrab, maybe
Yeah.
there's an opportunity to be Mepharsim
Yeah.
the net.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That might be. And then if he will send it out and it will bring some friends on and some other people on. It would create a little bit of a shtudim. I can call him. I'll call him Be'ezus Hashem.
Okay, so I'm going to remind you, Rebbe, okay?
Yes.
I'll
I'm
be on
actually
your
going
case.
to his neighborhood. I'm actually going to his neighborhood physically today.
Oy
So
again for
yeah.
the same reason?
No.
Okay, good. No, last night you were going for the wrong reasons.
Oh, last time I was going for last time I ended up going 3 shivas yesterday. Nish good.
And then you guys want to know why Reuven wants to get out of Golis. Come on.
Royce van Danet.
You have the book of, you know what I'm talking about? There was a safer.
Yeah, I'm unemployed. Ich bin a Koyen.
Oh, right.
Even though yesterday we were learning at Rambam, aber getroffen, ich habe at least 6 months. I have to get myself fixed up over here before. First, I have to go on a diet because, fat people have a mum. If you're overweight, you're not quite working for this. So I need to get on the bike. Yeah, as I does. The main the Kahanim have to be very handsome looking. It's one of the halachas. The first.
But what's the
bald,
BMI?
Then if you're going bald, you're also a problem. There's a lot of situations. Then if you don't have good vision, I found like 4 or 5 munim already. Simen is good. That's what the problem. You're learning Rambam over there. Oh, besides Kolstoi, Fafet the Mashiach wird kommen and alle mal for Shalem and alle Jahren.
I mean, so Arnaizu, you're going to find that booklet. You hear?
Send it to me. I'm forgetting. Reuven, you didn't send it to me the whole thing of Navi, all the Makaitis. You sent it to me, no?
I sent you. No, remember that I sent you that. I shared with you that interesting on WhatsApp. I shared it with the Minatzchim.
Minatzchim. Okay, that's what it was.
I shared
So
it
if you go into the chat and you go into files, what is it? Something like that. Then you could find everything.
Why can we? Okay, so listen to this. So why can't we do this? This is our idea to do what we were talking about, to get very interesting speakers.
Oh yeah, and maybe people can even speak about the nevuah. They can. The part of it should be mefarsim the nevuah.
Nice video and interacting. Maybe bring up a speaker that's on the. You know what I mean? That's on the video or some connection to that. Let's talk about that. That's what I'm saying. Let's get it along.
That's good.
What happened? Hello?
So we went in a couple different directions. I'm not sure. Reuven doesn't have the strongest connection. I mean, to depends what.
And the people, wait. I have I think a good connection. While people are going out to speak, the nevuah. If we do a good piece of work on working on creating a good documentary, a good interview with a couple of people to discuss the sikha of the nevuah, and we bring to people this awareness that there was already nevuah sagula happened already. It's something that needs to be refreshed by Anash. That's number one. Number two, as I spoke to you, Mendy, if speakers are going out and they're coming with shame and estoidus for geula, and they're making hackles in different communities, maybe we can get the rabbanim in these communities to sign psak din on that the geula has to come, like the Rebbe wanted. The rabbanim should sign. So again, this doesn't have to be, Zau Sagoyel is left out of it. It's just Pashut to psak din that's man agila. So there can be various different things that can tie in to this hackle begin, and we can have a huge pool. Yeah,
but I think we're onto something. I definitely think we're onto something. So when do we talk next? What do we do next? What's the next move?
Next thing, first of all, is that there should be some discussion amongst us over the week. I mean, Zusha is not on today, and
that's a very, very important.
Yes, the thing has to be boifin amaskabel, and we need to have a couple of. We have to make sure that next week we have a strong presentation of the idea. Plus, we have a big crowd here.
Who can we get up? So this is what we're talking about. Who can we get to present to us? How do we go about the Ein of Nevuah? How do we present it in Eifin HaMaskabel to these, to our idea, to this idea that we're going to get speakers and shluchim going around the whole United States, the whole world. What the whole United States? The ganze Welt. The whole language. Ganze Welt. The whole Gadol.
We line up the 6 speakers that can go around the world, different places, and on different zmanim, and we do a crash.
Whoever's in America, go to America. Wherever's
yeah. No, but sometimes it's a chiddush. Sometimes it's a chiddush that they're getting a different no, because when you have people that they're used to, everybody likes a chiddush. Everybody likes a new face.
You have to talk the language. Okay, it's Hebrew, French, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
you have to...
Yeah,
I think we're onto something. What's also okay? And so maybe we want to get also the ladies involved, or what was the story with them? They were supposed to.
You want to open yourself up to actually having to do something, you can get the ladies involved because they're gonna sit on their head and make sure that we get it done. As I first say.
Ladies, what's their name? I'm forgetting. Rifki, what's her name? Rifki, and what's the other one?
Rifki and Basi. Basi Robashkin. Okay. Yalla, my guy. But the whole thing, the Indian from today's thing is that we have to create everybody. We must bring on a lot of people next week. That's it. So I'm reaching out to Moshe Brisky, but we should also reach out to Shishler. We should also reach to this Minsk, whatever his name is. Let's have a nice lineup. Let's plan for a nice, good meeting, a good fabrengen. Patras Lech Lecha, Hakil. Let's call it a Minatzchim Hakil. You know what? Not every Minatzchim meeting is a Hakil. But once every two or 3 months, maybe 4 times a year, this year we should have a Hakil Minatzchim. And this is our first Hakil Minatzchim. The Minatzchim are making a Hakil, which ones we're making a mega meeting. There's a regular meeting and there's a mega meeting. This is I don't know if we can use the word maga because it's the shaykhis from many people get offended, so we take away the maga, but whatever it is.
Use an E.
Maybe we can get Donald Trump to join. Maybe Trump will join our meeting. He'd love to. Maybe we bring him on. Everybody will be on if we get him on.
Great crowd. Oh my gosh. We have the world talking. Taka with them.
No, he'd love it. Who has connections?
Let's get him to say a bit about Hakil. I'm sure he can say Hakil.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, we have a new project, new and exciting project. Okay. So what else? So what do we have to do? Who do we have to call? Who are we calling? So Pelamamish, who do we need to call?
I'm calling Brisky, and I'm calling. Who else am I calling?
Oh, so we need.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make sure to bring. I want to make sure to bring 3 chevra on next week.
Okay, everyone should bring 3 chevra, and I also reached out to Ari Shishler to see what he says.
Yes.
About Navi, just Navi be so whole concept.
So we have to work on that this week to create a little bit of because this has to be delivered in a way that is that
basically it already started. It had begun in the time of the Rambam. It never stopped, but it was begilui more in the time of the Rambam. So you can make a whole thing of the Rambam also. You can put in 100 things here. I found it.
Either.
I think we should continue on the chat so it doesn't go away, and we continue to negotiate. Chaim, are you on the WhatsApp group? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We should continue and encourage everyone to bring 3 chevra for next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.